I'm the Gypsy and you're not. And this is my very first ever video vlog, if you will. And for those fans of TopCon that recognize the TopCon name, they'll notice that there's a period in between each letter. Well, that's because I've turned TopCon into an acronym. The acronym is quite simple, actually. The Original Personal Convention Organizers Notebook. T.O.P.C.O.N. TopCon. And that's what this is. This will be my personal convention notebook. This will be where I tell you about what's going on with TopCon, where things are leading up to TopCon 2015, which takes place September 18th, 19th, and 20th at the Ramada downtown Topeka in Topeka, Kansas. I will tell you about different guests we might be having, events that we have planned. There's all sorts of things we're going to be talking about in these vlogs. This is just the first vlog. A lot of things to discuss, a lot of things to share with you. You'll get a personal insight into who I am, what I'm about, and why I decided to do TopCon in the first place, and how it came to be. Let's talk a second about kind of who I am. I've had people come up to me and just, wow, Gypsy, you did this, and you know, you pulled this together, and Topeka's never had anything like this before. And I appreciate that, but I didn't do it by myself. There were a lot of people involved. My lovely wife, Debbie, for one, she backed and supported me in my craziness and my madness. The people at New Century Credit Union, Tina Pfeiffer, Stephanie Stewart, I mean, a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are behind the scenes of TopCon. If you go to my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/TopCon Expo, or go to the group, facebook.com/groups/TopCon, and take a look. There's a posting in there that lists everybody, thanking everybody that helped bring TopCon 2014 together. And TopCon 2014 was a fluke. It was an accident. It was actually something that was never intended, shall we say. I hate to use that term, intended, but truth of the matter is, it was a total accident. TopCon actually started out as just a one-day buy, sell, and trade show, just a simple little show for comic books, nothing more. Then Brandon Ryson, who owns Oddfellows Fine Books and Collectibles in Topeka, and if you've never been there, you need to stop in. Say hi to Brandon, check out a book, buy a book or two. He's got these old maps. It's really a neat store. It's on 6th Street. You got to check it out. Anyway, I digress a little bit. Brandon Ryson said, did you ever think about incorporating games? There's a lot of gamers in Topeka. It wasn't something I'd really thought about, but, you know, okay, let's give that a try. Let's go ahead and contact some gamers. So he gave me a couple of names, and I called the names, and these guys were interested. They run local tabletop games around here. Aaron Scott, for one, he has tabletop games here in Topeka. And they were interested. Before long, the thing grew legs of its own. It started growing. It had a life of its own. And before I knew it, it had grown into this huge, huge comic book convention. It took me by surprise. I can't tell you at what point the thing boomed, at what point it blew up, but blew up it did. And wow, I mean, if you were there, you know what I mean. In a month and a half, I'm not kidding, in less than 90 days' time, what started out as a simple buy, sell, trade show turned into a full-blown comic and game convention. And we had 731 people through the door for that first-time event. We had so many people that the place was just crowded. It was overloaded. We had so much going on. Everybody had a good time. The Enigma was there. He did his live show. If you've never seen his live show, just type in the Enigma on your search engine, on your Google. Google it. It'll come up. Trust me. And check him out. Check him out on YouTube. He's great. The Enigma was there. We had the iBot guys, Iron Brothers of Topeka. Wow. If you ever want to get up close and personal with Iron Man, with the stars of Battlestar Galactica. If you've ever wanted to meet a Cylon, you should have been at TopCon, but that's okay. They're going to be at TopCon 2015, so you'll have your chance again. It was just a great show. You can't beat it. You can't beat the fun that happened at that show. And that's why we had to move it to a larger venue, and that's why it's going to be at the downtown Ramada, the Topeka downtown Ramada. Again, those dates are September 18th, 19th, and 20th of 2015. If you want more information on TopCon, just go to the TopCon website, www.topcon.us. I already mentioned that, we have a Facebook page, we have a Facebook group. We're also on Twitter. It's at TopCon Expo, so, follow us on Twitter. You follow us, we'll follow you back. That's what we do. But I want to touch on something here. I want to make something clear. I'm not a big-time promoter. I've promoted things before. I've promoted events. I did a tattoo show in Southeast Kansas for several years, and it was a big success until the tattooing laws in Kansas changed and I wasn't able to do it anymore. So I've done promotion before. But for me, anytime I do something like this, anytime I'm promoting an event, it is truly a labor of love. Look behind me. Do you see what's behind me? Do you know what you've been looking at back there in the background? I'm on a school bus. I am a school bus driver. This is what I do. I school bus drive part-time. I have a tattoo studio, Skin Art Creations Tattoo Emporium, in downtown Topeka at 7th and Quincy Street. I do that part-time. I work on TopCon part-time. I have numerous websites I work on part-time. I volunteer all over Topeka. I am the art director for the Aaron Douglas Art Fair. I am on the marketing committee of the Jayhawk Theater, the historic Jayhawk Theater. There's a lot of things that I do. There's a lot of things I get involved in because I want to give back to my community. Topeka's my hometown. I love the place. I was born and raised here. I was gone for 42 years, and I finally made it back. Here I am. And I just want to give back to the community. Well, in order to do that, I have to get involved. I had a lot of people come up to me and say, I thought about doing something like TopCon, and, I thought about it for a long time. Well, there's a difference between thinking and doing. You can think about it, but if you don't do it, have you really accomplished anything? I'm the type of person, if I think about it, I do it. Right or wrong, win, lose, or draw, I'm going to do it. If you want to get involved, folks, if you want to do things, if you want to be that person that everybody says, wow, I wish I could do what you do. All you have to do is just do it. Don't be scared. Step out there. You have an idea. You have something that's going to better your community, make things better in your life and in other people's lives. And that thought went through your head. You had that idea. That seed was planted there. Well, nurture that seed. Grow that seed. Grow it into something big. Grow it into something huge. Grow it into something that's going to have a life of its own. And that's going to bring goodness, not only in your life, in your family's life, but also in the life of others. If you think about it, do it. If you dream it, do it. Don't dream it, you got to be it. That's a line from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I didn't make that up. I wish I would have. It's a great line. But, which I was the MC for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, by the way. Just put that little plug in at the Jayhawk Theater. But anyway, if you have that idea, nurture it, build it, and do it. What's the worst that can happen? You fail. So what? You pull yourself back up again and you try again, because if you never try, you never accomplish anything. I didn't set out with a grand plan to have this big comic book convention happen. I had the seed of an idea, a simple buy, sell, and trade show. And all of a sudden that seed of an idea turned into something spectacular. It turned into something great. It turned into something people love. It turned into something that we're going to do on an annual basis now. So, stay tuned. There will be more of these video blogs, these vlogs, from yours truly, the Gypsy. And remember this above all else, okay, is that in order to accomplish big things, you must first dream big dreams. Those dreams must be coupled with a little faith, a little prayer, and a lot of luck. Without these elements, you will never accomplish anything. So folks, dream big, and if it starts here, make it happen here. Until next time, this is the Gypsy saying, hasta la vista, baby. Bye-bye. Watch me push the button and shut off the video.